and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for sophomore night here at College of the Canyons. Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. The 15-6 Antelope Valley Marauders. Actually, the 14-7 Antelope Valley Marauders against the 10-13 College of the Canyons Cougars. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, the College of the Canyons women in firm grasp of a playoff spot, most likely, despite being 10-13. They are second right now in the WSC South, and they will finish that way after today's contest, regardless of the outcome. And Antelope Valley at 5 and actually I had the records right. Excuse me, I had my records wrong on my roster board. So Antelope Valley at 6-5, and Citrus at 6-5 cannot catch Canyons. Neither can Bakersfield at 6-6. So the Cougars solidly in second place and should likely make a playoff spot despite being 18th in the RPI right now. Most likely going to be into that playoff positioning as they have set themselves up nicely over the last 11 games. 8-3 over their last 11, which have all been conference games. Came after a 9-game losing streak, but when you look at that 9-game losing streak, it was all against teams in the top of the RPI. When you look at the state, Moore Park, LA Mission, Santa Barbara, Ventura, Desert, Miracosta, San Diego Mesa, Long Beach, part of those 9 losses. The only loss of a team that's below them in the RPI was Cerritos that started that 9-game loss. It came between August 29th and September 24th, but playing better volleyball, have swept 3 of their last 4. They did lose in a sweep to Santa Monica last week on the 31st on Halloween night, but have swept 3 of their last 4 contests and trying to do the same here against Antelope Valley, who they beat 3-1 up at Antelope Valley on October 17th. For the Marauders on the other side, 2-2 in their last 4. They've lost 4 of their last 6. They had a sweep against West LA and a tight 3-2 win on the road against Bakersfield. They got swept by Santa Monica and beat 3-1 by Glendale in their last match on the 7th of November. So both these teams trying to finish the season off on a high note. Each team has a WSC crossover left. Canyons will likely get Santa Barbara in that crossover, I believe. And for Antelope Valley, it will most likely be LA Mission Ventura, or LA Mission of Ventura, I believe. We'll wait and see. We won't know that until after tonight. Those matches will take place on Friday for both these squads. We'll have the Canyons version of the crossover here on the Cougar Sports Network that night. As we get ready for the opening serve, just about ready to go here on sophomore night. Quick shout out to our sophomores: Riley Booth, Cami Conley, Adriana Pecas, Samantha Linder, Morgan Dumlau, Sophia Miranda, Maddie Andrews, and Anna Chatovich. The starters for college, or the sophomores for College of the Canyons, playing their final match here at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. And we'll do the same for Antelope Valley. Alyssa Guzman, Sophia Weatherwax, Ava Medrano, Ruby Reyes, and Cecilia Foster getting their final run here at College of the Canyons. As we are nearly ready to go. Sammy Linder back to serve for College of the Canyons. Getting a start on the outside today. She's played as a libero for a majority of the season, but starting along the outside, Canyons will have the first point on an error by Antelope Valley. For Linder this season, has not had many serve opportunities, just one service ace and one service error on the season for her. So Linder will drive this one in. That's a service ace as Antelope Valley could not handle a 2-0 College of the Canyons advantage. So we'll go back to Linder leading 2-0. Antelope Valley will get a swing. This one driven over by Holman. Canyons just cleaning it up, has to play it back across. Antelope Valley will go inside. Linder with a nice dig. And then Booth again will just have to clean it up across. One high off the block by Reyes. Dumlau a long bump set. Miranda will just roll it over the net. Long rally point here. Canyons trying to get themselves into an offensive rhythm. Still have not been able to yet. That one misses long by Antelope Valley. So a 3-0 advantage here early on for the Cougars. We stay with the Linder serve. Antelope Valley, a back row attack that misses wide. Figure out who number 13 is for Antelope Valley, because unfortunately their roster does not have that correct. Back-to-back points for the Marauders here. The Cougars, a little bit of struggle that time. That one off the Nintendo, so 3 straight points for Antelope Valley. And after a 4-0 start for College of the Canyons, Marauders have tightened the gap back to 4-3. That one served long. For Morgan Hallman. Addie DeGard in to serve for College of the Canyons. The main libero this season for the Cougars, as there's a kill for Cecilia Foster, and she'll check right out of the game. Herrera Quintero will serve an overpass. Canyons has to clean it up defensively. They will. Riley Booth will get a swing, but it's blocked at the net. And we are even at 5-all. Antelope Valley has been rather good on the double this year. When you look, 123 total blocks, which is 35th in the state. 100 block assists this season. And they'll have a kill, and the lead in the match at 6-5. They went inside that time to Bree Doty, the freshman out of Gorman High School. Miranda off the block. Dumlau on 2. And then Sophia Miranda with a solo block, that time on Ruby Reyes. Dumlau trying to go on 2. Antelope Valley scouted it. And then Miranda, not sure Reyes got it over the net cleanly, but regardless, Miranda was there for what looked like a solo, and now a service ace, and Canyons back with a 7-6 advantage. Bailey Green, the head coach for Antelope Valley. For College of the Canyons, Clay Timmons, the head coach. Lisa Hooper, the director of operations now for volleyball, a longtime head coach. There's Miranda. Dug out by Herrera Quintero, and then Antelope Valley will get a finish on the offensive side. Martina Nevilev into the game for College of the Canyons. And Ramirez into serve for Antelope Valley. Poyer forced to set here, and Miranda just had to bump it over. Dig by DeGard. Poyer back to work. Nevilev soft off speed. Kept up. DeGard, another great dig. Back row attack for Antelope Valley. Sammy Linder with a dig, and then the Cougars play it off the antenna, so Antelope Valley with an 8-7 lead. Morgan Hallman, Ruby Reyes likely the main attackers for Antelope Valley. As those two over 500 attacks this season. There's a service ace as a struggle handled that time from Sammy Linder, and it's 9-7 in favor of the Marauders here. In this first set, just underway, Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage if you're just joining us. Thank you for tagging along. There's a kill for Maddie Andrews, the sophomore. And it's inside that time. Little short set from Poyer. And Andrews was well ahead of it and just popped it over. Poyer moving into that secondary center role today. Morgan Dunlop, the lead center for College of the Canyons. Cougars still without Jasmine Munoz, who has been their secondary center for most of the season. But she's been out for a little while with an ailment. Not sure what it is. Cougars are without her and Savannah Anaya and Amy Nono. Nono, of course, hurt herself a couple of weeks ago. So we'll take a timeout here. 11-7 in favor of Antelope Valley. We'll break with them.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Antelope Valley 11, College of the Canyons 7 as we return here to Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. And we'll show the scoreboard correct there for you. Antelope Valley serve. Lena Ramirez still back serving. She's made it tough on Canyons. They haven't been able to solve her at the moment. That's what stretched the Antelope Valley lead to their largest of the match. Miranda dug out in the back row by Hallman and then threw the block that time. Trying to figure out who number 13 on ABC is. She's not listed on our roster, and I cannot hear the PA announcer well enough to tell you. Maddie Andrews will have a finish that time for Canyons. Sophia Miranda back to serve. 14 aces, 18 errors from Miranda this season. Holman handles. That one blocked at the net by Canyons. Back-to-back points for College of the Canyons. I think it's Leoline that is the player wearing number 13 in question for Antelope Valley. That's the only number I don't see out there. It's a Guzman in to serve. Guzman, 31 aces this season with 34 errors. Second on the team in service aces. Landon Poyer will handle, or excuse me, Addie DeGardo will handle. Landon Poyer will set Allison Wojtkowski on the far side, who crushes it home. Nicely set up on the far side that time for Canyons. Serve into the net on the last one. Bridoti back to serve. Canyons will set Nevelev on the near side. She'll fire it home. Good back set by Landon Poyer that time. Morgan Dumlau rotates in. Canyons gets out of that rotation. Took a little while for him to get through it. They're back to the original rotation just about. Dumlau, good short serve, and that's a service ace. So we're staying with Dumlau here. 43 aces on the season for Dumlau. That leads the squad. Long set across the net for Antelope Valley, but it works for Morgan Holman. Holman this season, 171 kills on 513 attacks with 2.71 kills per set, but she's only swinging at 19.1% this season. Kowski will roll it across. Foster will knock it home through the block. We have not seen Caitlin Nelson yet for College of the Canyons. She's their attack and blocks leader this year and is one of the best attackers in the state. Attack percentage at 42.9%, but I've not seen her yet today. Wykowski, you'll have a finish that time. Swing for Allison Wykowski. (17-13), Antelope Valley leading here. Long set from Dumlau to Miranda, dug out by Herrera Quintero. Canyon scrambles to keep the point alive. And Lauline misses long. Trying for a touch at the net. Well over the top. (17-14), Marauders leading here in the first set. Antelope Valley not able to get it across the net. So 17-15 now as we stay with Addie DeGard serving. DeGard, 39 aces, 35 errors this season. She's been excellent in all defensive situations this year. As a freshman libero, that one high off the block by Miranda. Lauline will get the finish that time for Antelope Valley as they were able to keep it off the floor. How about Addie DeGard? 281 digs, 54th in the state in digs. Did snap 5 straight matches with 10 or more digs against West LA on November 7th. That's how good she was for this little 8-3 run. There's a stuffed block at the net by Antelope Valley. And the Marauders rolling here, 19-15. Timeout on the floor called by Clay Timmons. Wants to set things up for College of the Canyons as they need a storming comeback here in this first set. Trailing 19-15 will step aside.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Welcome back in. Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. Antelope Valley looking like a team that in the early part of the season were excellent. Had a 7-game winning streak to open up their season. 7 wins since that, though. And 7 losses, so it's been a rough go since September 17th. But looking all the bit solid as they were over those first 7 games of the year right now with a 19-15 advantage. Herrera Quintero back serving, sends long, Canyons points. Riley Booth will go back to serve here for College of the Canyons. Booth with service ace. Back-to-back points for the Cougars, back within 2. Overpass that time as Antelope Valley have a little trouble cleaning things up here. And Bailey Green got to walk down and take a timeout to slow the bleeding a little bit. 19-18, Antelope Valley leading. Break on the floor, break up here for us as well. (1918) Canyons leading Antelope Valley. A block at the net. Antelope Valley keeping the point alive. Cougars need to get back to work. Net contact against Canyons gives the point to Antelope Valley. The Cougars, they got the block, and then everybody kind of walked off the play. And that got them out of sorts and ultimately landed a net violation on Canyons. You know, Amira's back serving. She was the one that made it tough on Canyons, got Antelope Valley out to their lead. Hoyer will set Nevelev. Good dig from Herrera Quintero after the ball came off the block. Cougars really didn't clean that play up very well. It was just a ball that was softly touched over. And it almost looked like it tricked Sammy Linder a little bit. Like she wasn't quite ready for where it was going to land. Thought it was maybe going to go out of play. Maddie Andrews will turn the tide back to Canyons a little bit. Good inside set from Hoyer that time, running the offense. There's a stuff block from Nevelev. Canyons back within 1. Martina Nevelev by herself in isolation that time against Leoline. Miranda. Back row attack for Antelope Valley, but it's into the net. We're even at 21 all. It's Morgan Hallman that time. Tried to fire it across. Hallman, 2 matches with 10 digs and 10 kills this season. She plays in every rotation. We'll stay with Sophia Miranda. Hallman handles. Block at the net by Canyons on a soft swing. Holman will have to bump it over and bumps it out of play. So Canyons now back in front, 22-21. read the scoreboard, and I can actually tell you what's happening. Serve in that time, Miranda with an ace. Timeout by Bailey Green. We'll break with it. 23-21 Canyons here in the first set. (23-21) Canyons leading Antelope Valley here in the first set. Sophomore night for the Cougars. Sophie Miranda, one of those sophomores. A good rotation for Canyons. Maddie Andrews, one of the other sophomores with a block just now. And now Canyons will get a chance to go offensively. Nevilev from the offside went with off speed. That one goes long off Antelope Valley. And Canyons has set point. There's no touch at the net. Really tough to see on our camera anyway, but nonetheless, no touch. Set point number 1. Antelope Valley can't get it over the net, so the first set in the books. Canyons takes it 25-21 in set number 1. We will go to set number 2 on the other side when we come back. Welcome back in. Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage as we get ready for second set action. Antelope Valley College of the Canyons here from Lee Smelser court. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. Antelope Valley will serve to start things off here in the second set. Marauders in their gray uniforms, by the way. Canyons in the blues today. Just waiting on the umpiring crew, the officiating crew, to get the rotation set. Canyons took the first set, 25-21. Work into the second set. Avery Mattis will serve. Down the line. Touch is given down the line, and Canyons off to a 1-0 start. Morgan Dumlau back to serve. Dumlau 46th in the state in assists this season. And she's got a service ace that time. 442 assists coming in. Also had 5 or more digs in 17 straight matches, which is impressive from the setter. There's been the net contact on Antelope Valley, I think, so a 3-0 Canyons lead here to start. Didn't see anybody bump into the net, but maybe it was underneath the net. So 3-0 Canyons here in the second set. Dumlau again. Holman had trouble handling. And then a back row attack from Ruby Reyes into the tape. Tough swing for Reyes that time after the initial mishandle. So Canyons starting the second set like they started the first with a 4-0 advantage. Dumlau floats that time. Teese tries to set far side. Swing long by Anissa Wardlow. Dumlau drives that one in with more pace. Holman that time dug out by Miranda. Wykowski. Dig from Reyes. Holman off the other side, dug out. Wykowski again, just cut it across the net. Antelope Valley scrambles for it to keep it alive. Dumlau sets weak side to Nevilev, dug out. Net contact on Antelope Valley. Make it 6-0 on the run for Canyons. And actually they say it never even got over, so 4 that time. It never got across the net, so 6-0. Wardlow checks out as Antelope Valley making some substitutions here. All the Dumlau serve here. There's a block at the net by Pecos and Nevilev. Everybody kind of scrambling that time for Canyons. They had 3 bodies there. After the block, see Pecos and Nevilev try and go over in the off speed, kind of everybody bumps into one another. It was actually Pecos and Wykowski that bumped into one another. So 6-1 in favor of Canyons. We go with Antelope Valley serving as Holman back to serve, but plays it into the net. Make it 7-1 here in the second set. Sophia Weatherwax in to play in the back row for Morgan Holman. Allison Wykowski will get a service opportunity here for College of the Canyons. Reyes, too much for Dumlau to handle that time, and Dumlau wasn't happy with herself afterwards. Thought she should have been able to play it. 7-2 the advantage for Canyons. Sarah Herrera-Quintero back serving. Cami Colley struggles with the serve that time. Marcus high off the block that time, so Antelope Valley will go to Reyes, and she never got it over the net. It's the second time this set Antelope Valley's been called for 4 touches. Out-of-town scoreboard in the WSC. Citrus with a 1-set-to-none lead over Glendale. That is the only game we can update you on at the moment, I believe. They are the only ones with live statting going on in the WSC. It's not a requirement for volleyball like it is for basketball. 9-3 in favor of College of the Canyons. Adding a guard back serving once again. Reyes handles. Lille will have the kill. Alina Ramirez in to serve for Antelope Valley. Miranda goes cross court, dug out by Herrera Quintero. Played across, and Canyons will go back to work offensively. Nevilev blocked. Cougars clean it up. And Miranda rolls it across. Overpass that time from Antelope Valley, though, on what was a free ball. Nevilev tries off speed, no. Dump on 2 by Mattis, no. Andrews, no touch at the net, gives Antelope Valley the point. Antelope Valley, or Canyons asking for contact. Yeah, it wasn't even really close, even by our camera angle, as Bree Doty was the one that was up for it, and she was late to it. So 9-5. Canyons has to play another free ball over. Dumlau a dig. Miranda blocked, and then nobody else moving. Nine to 6 now after Canyons went up 6-0 to start. Antelope Valley's closed the gap back to 3. That serve in. And that's going to get Sammy Linder off the floor. She let that one go. Allison Wojtkowski will check back in. Andrews blocked. And Antelope Valley on a run here. 6-0 to 9-8. And Clay Timmons says we're going to take the timeout right now and talk things over. So we'll break with it.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Nine to 8, Canyons leading Antelope Valley as we continue on here in this second set. Ramirez back serving. Miranda trying to stop the bleeding, but Canyons couldn't get into their offensive set. Doesn't matter though, Maddie Andrews and Martina Nevilev will make sure they get a point as they get the stuff block this time. Double there for the Cougars. Nicely done. 10 to 8, Riley Booth in serving. Reyes tools it off the block. Good tool by Ruby Reyes. You see Reyes this time. After the last, the double was there. Double a little bit behind that time, and Reyes finished it out. She'll go back to serve. Reyes this season, 154 kills on 529 attacks, attacking at 11.7%, has 92 errors. That's been the one sore spot for this year. Sophia Miranda gets a kill on the near side of the floor, working off the strong side that time. She drives it off the block and out of play. Ruby Reyes will check out. Alyssa Guzman will check back in. Sophia Miranda back serving for College of the Canyons as they lead 11-9 here in the second set. Holman through the block. Excellent passing that time from Antelope Valley. Doty back to serve. Wachowski just has to kind of fall away and get it across. Holman this time will step into one, but not get a lot of pace on it. Canyons will go back row for Booth. Off the far side. Now Holman off the strong side. No contact. Canyons will have the point. Booth went off the tape. Antelope Valley was able to get in the set. That's just a swing error by Holman. We had 73 of them coming into the match today. Riders have been good at the net, just not so far today. They've been aided by Bree Doty. She's 31st in the state at 0.81 blocks per set, even though she's only 29 blocks this season. Cecilia Foster is really their big, and Cecilia Foster has a kill through the middle. Foster with 21 solo blocks is 32nd in the state. She's got 43 total blocks, but she gets a kill that time. Under 100 kills this season for Foster. Back to 12-11. Matisse back to serve. Long set for Wachowski, but she bounced it off the tape. Looked like she had an opening. Holman will go off speed. Booth will handle. Dumlau on 2. Did not work. Kallio bump set Wachowski into the tape. Not much that Wachowski could do with that. Canyons just out of system that time. Wachowski kept up. Holman. Good pace from Holman, and Antelope Valley finds themselves with a 13-12 lead. Good dig from Guzman to start it. Excellent pace from Holman to finish. Canyons a 6-0 lead here in the second set has evaporated and turned into a 13-12 Antelope Valley lead. Dumlau on 2 that time works out. Haven't seen that work often this year for Morgan Dumlau. She does have that ability with her. Just has not been clean for Canyons at times this year on that. She'll go back to serve. She made that one work. Dumlau, who started Canyons off with 5 straight points after they opened the set with an attack point. And 5 straight points off a serve. Antelope Valley back with a 14-13 lead. As Holman finishes on the weak side that time. She'll go back and serve here. Don't forget, Friday we'll be with you again here on the Cougar Sports Network for College of the Canyons against the WSC North opponent in a crossover match. And then Saturday we'll have a men's and women's basketball doubleheader, our first men's and women's doubleheader of the season. Is this a long rally point? Wachowski over the net. Antelope Valley scrambling. Reyes soft touch. And Wachowski didn't get the free ball over, so we'll finish that thought now. First men's and women's doubleheader of the season coming on Saturday. Canyons men will start at 1 o'clock against Chafee. The women will take on San Bernardino Valley at 3 or later, depending on how long our men's game takes. You join us for both of those. And our final home volleyball regular season match on Friday, 16-13 service ace, that time from Holman. There's Antelope Valley in front. Ready to guard back in. Overpass. And Clay Timmons is going to use his other timeout here as now Canyons finds themselves in a 4-point hole, 17-13. Last time in the first set, the same thing happened, and Canyons was able to rally back for a 25-21 set victory. Find themselves in danger here in the second set of dropping and evening the match at 1 set apiece. We'll step aside. (17-13) Antelope Valley leading College the Canyons here in the second set. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. Morgan Holman back serving for Antelope Valley. Canyons trying to get into an offensive set for really the first time in a while, and that's the first time they've been in system. Kowski finishes it off. For Athlete of the Week on the women's side for College of the Canyons. She's back to serve. Reyes handles. They'll set inside. A block at the net by Canyons. And the Cougars will have a chance to get into system here. Nevelev! Back-to-back points for Canyons. Martina Nevelev that time. Miranda goes cross court. The Canyons scrambled to get partially in system. Diving dig by Lukowski, but did not much matter. You're able to see it on the replay anyways. It was pretty deep into our tight angle. Sarah Herrera-Quintero back serving. (19-15) now, Antelope Valley leading. Nevelev off the weak side that time with a point. Adegaard will go back to serve. 19-16, Canyons trying to rally back here. DeGard, short float. Overpass joust was kept up by Antelope Valley. And then an illegal contact on ABC maybe? Andrews off the block. Did not matter as it Some stuff block by Antelope Valley. Canyons is trying to keep the ball in play. Solo block that time in the middle by Doty. Antelope Valley is getting themselves back into rotation as Luna Ramirez into serve. 20-17, Marauders leading Canyons here in this second set. Cougar, a sprinting handle on the reception that time. Couldn't dig that one out though from Ruby Reyes. 21-17. Indians needing a long run of side outs here. Instead it's a service ace as Wykowski couldn't handle. Evelev into the block. ABC with a 23-17 advantage. Canyons without timeouts here. So they got to play this one out. They have 1 point to work with. Booth long, so now Antelope Valley with set point here. So set point number one for Antelope Valley. It's a Guzman back serving. Set for Dunlap to Miranda. Antelope Valley will swing for the set, but Maddie Andrews was there with a block. Had some help on the far side as well from Morgan Dumlau. Miranda serves wide. Second set to Antelope Valley, 25-19. We'll go to a third set. Just a few. Welcome back in third set action. Antelope Valley and College of the Canyons tied at a set apiece. Riders with the first point here of the third set. Tough handle that time for DeGard on a good serve from Holman. Canyons with a couple of overpasses. Now they'll have a chance to get into system. Caitlin Nelson for the first time today. And Antelope Valley won't be able to get it across the net. So we get our first point from Caitlin Nelson. First chance we've had to see her in action. Georgia Horwadell coming in to serve as Canyons, looks like the first two sets played through a different rotation and now have gone back to what for most of the season has been their standard. Nelson, 42.9%, third in the state in total attacks. Horwadell serves wide. Horwadell has been used in a defensive and serving specialty this season. Sarah Herrera-Quintero back serving. Bree Doty comes into the game for Antelope Valley. Canyons out of system, had to play a free ball over. Moreno gets it into the back court on the far side. First time today we've seen Megan Moreno, who has been the third option for Canyons at times this season. Moreno, Wykowski, Nevilev have all been third options this season along the outside. Good dig from Dumlau. Reyes into the block, and Canyons with back-to-back points. Maddie Andrews there for the block. Had some help from Megan Moreno that time. There's a service ace. Stay with the Caitlin Nelson serve here. Nelson 19 aces, 30 errors this season. Dumlau will set Miranda. Reyes off a long set. Nelson digs it out. And Moreno couldn't get to the net fast enough on the set, so 4-3. Group from Lava has finally started to come alive here, as Caitlin Nelson, of course, helping out with the Lava program, is actually one of the coaches for the team that is here today. Good to see the kids from College of Canyons giving back. Maddie Andrews gets a finish on really an out-of-system offensive run that time. Started with a tough pass from Cami Cauley. Dumlau just a one-handed set. Andrews just punched it over. So we're deeper into our rotation this time around. Here's Landon Poyer back serving as she comes in as the secondary setter for Canyons. Poyer off tape. Andrews will poke across. Should have been a tap back opportunity for Canyons, but they weren't quite ready for it. And it'll cost him as Antelope Valley was able to get back into system enough to finish the point off. Five for Canyons. So Guzman into serve. Andrews tried for the tap back on the overpass that was blocked, and then Canyons kind of a set to the middle of nowhere, and we're even at 5-all. Guzman back serving again. Canyons was out of system again. Antelope Valley blocked at the net. And then Antelope Valley out of system puts one into the antenna off a long set. Sophia Miranda will check in to serve for Canyons. 6-5 Cougars in the lead. Match even at a set apiece. Point still alive as Canyons keeps things going. Nonchalantly nonetheless. Doesn't matter, Antelope Valley finishes it off. Somehow the Cougars kept that point alive. Wykowski kicked it off the floor, but Antelope Valley finished it nonetheless. Six all here in the third set. Andrews blocked. Poyer with a dig. Wykowski soft touch. Net contact Antelope Valley. Celia Foster into the net. Addie DeGard into serve. Holman, dug out by Miranda. DeGard will get a kill off just a bump over. Don't see that often from the libero. That's well placed from DeGard. Had a little side spin on it as well. 8-6 now, Canyons in the lead. He's setting Holman. He's back serving. Nelson inside. Nelson does not miss often. You get her a nice clean set on the inside. She's going to put it in the floor and finish it off about 50% of the time this year, which is pretty good. (29 errors on 347 attacks for her. Will probably get to 200 kills this season. She's got a ways to go, needs to get to 30 and didn't play in the first two sets here today. Wykowski with a kill. So maybe tough for her to get to 200 in the regular season, but Canyon should get a playoff matchup, so with that in hand, should have enough room to get there for the entirety of the season, playoffs included. There's Dumlow back serving. Holman handles. Antelope Valley couldn't get into system that time. 11-7, Canyons leading. Morgan Dumlow back serving for Canyons once again. Quintero handles. Holman through the block and down. Valley doing well to let Herrera Quintero handle on serves when she can. 23 receptions successful this year for her. Moreno through the block. Dumlow running the offense nicely that time. Georgia Horwadell back to serve. Weatherwax into the game for Antelope Valley. Guard with a dig off of the Reyes swing, and then Moreno just kind of rolls it over the net. Canyons is out of system. Moreno with a handful of kills in this match so far. For Moreno, her season high was 8. Twice this season she's done that. This is her first match in the last 3. There's a service ace for Georgia Horwedel. Just her 10th of the season. And Bailey Green going to call a timeout. 14-8, Canyons leading here in the 3rd set. It's even at a set apiece.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees. They catapult into desirable careers and top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
To 8, Canyons leading. Nelson popped that one over. Canyons will have a chance to get in the system. They go inside, Nelson. See why she's one of the top attackers in the state this season. And they can set her clean on the inside. It's very tough to handle as she gets a lot of pace on it. Horwedel back serving, 15-8, Canyons leading. Lille with the kill that time for Antelope Valley. Working off the weak side. Matisse setting nicely as she runs the offense. Matisse this season, 45 assists against Siracosa. That's her season high. Horwedel lets that one go. Had to duck out of the way. Couldn't be able to see it on the replay, otherwise we'd rerun it. Kayla Nelson back serving. Into the tape. 16-10, Canyons with a 6-point advantage. Second time in as many sets, Canyons has been up by 6. The difference is this time it's 16-10 instead of 6-0. So Antelope Valley will have to get busy in a hurry. Lena Ramirez back to serve. Ramirez has been causing problems today for Canyons on her serve, despite just 10 aces and 13 errors on the season. Canyons has not been able to get into system well against her. That time they do, maybe the first time today. And was Maddie Andrews that finished it off. Now it seems like Morgan Dumlau leaning on her middles. Dumlau 39 aces her season, or assists, her season high against Maricosta. And now leaning on the middles, landed Poyer into the game, so Dumlau out. As Poyer works as the setter. Pace serve from Poyer, and it's an ace. Right along the back line. Poyer also can work as an outside and an opposite hitter, so she's a triple threat in terms of her ability on the floor, but really setting as her third position. Which is not a shot fly. She can put a pace on it with the serve. Antelope Valley did a good job on that last one. Poyer could not handle out of the back row. It's Guzman back to serve now. 18-11, Canyons third set lead. Horwedel will handle. Poyer will back set to Miranda. That's a kill for Sofia Miranda as she caught Sarah Herrera-Quintero kind of charging in at the last second. You'll see it on the right side of your screen. And it caught her just a little bit too much. Sofia Miranda back serving for Canyons. 19-11, the Cougars leading here in the third set. Holman blocked as she didn't get a lot on it. Matisse will set Holman again. Time was too deep in the floor, so Miranda handled. Booth, same thing, but an overpass, illegal touch by Maddie Andrews. So you'll see it really well on our replay here, as you will be able to tell how far Andrews gets over the net here. Yeah. Gotta let the attacking team have an opportunity. And Avery Matisse, once she goes up for that, Andrews has to give way and let her touch first. There's a service error that time on Antelope Valley, so 20-12, Canyons lead. Addie DeGard back serving now. Holman will have a kill that time for Antelope Valley. Relay into the front row. Caitlin Nelson just presses it across that time. DeGard will set Wykowski. She tools it off the block. DeGard with an assist that time. Morgan Dumlau back in. Poyer and Booth off. Megan Moreno in as well. Double at the net that time for Canyons. Dumlau will set Moreno, who had to just cut it across the net. She was not prepared for it. Then Canyons miscommunicates on a softly played ball right into the middle of the floor. You see it lands right between four different Cougars. Morgan Holman back to serve. 21-14, Canyons leading. So some room to work here for the Cougars, trying to take a 2-1 lead. Moreno off the strong side that time. And that lands in. Wykowski let it go. So did Dumlau standing right there. And it's a point for Antelope Valley. Just a funky play on what should have been a reset at the very least for Canyons. Rare attack error that time from Caitlin Nelson. So Canyons out of sorts here, and Clay Timmons says, all right, back-to-back points. We haven't looked very good on the last two. We're going to take a timeout. 21-16 here from Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage.
After a lifetime in this game, a bad joint shouldn't stop you from sharing some skills. Our same-day hip procedures keep you playing on.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
21-16, Canyons leading Antelope Valley in the third set, even at a set apiece. Quintero digs out the Moreno swing, and then Reyes is blocked at the net. Play continues on, though, as Antelope Valley was able to keep the point alive. Moreno trying to finish, no touch. Straight points for Antelope Valley in what was a 21-14 lead. All of a sudden, 21-17. Women back serving off tape. Canyons hustling just to at least give themselves a chance at the net on the point. DeGard with a dig, that's an overpass. Now she'll have an easier dig, and Canyons will set into an offense. Didn't matter though, Antelope Valley finished it off. (21-18) now, Holman back serving still. Wykowski had to off-speed that one. Now Wykowski will give it a rip. And there is a touch given at the net that time. Again, very tough to see on our camera. There is no replay here in the 3C2A, and this is the best camera we can put up secondarily. We're not allowed to put one up on the net. Antelope Valley stays tight here, 21-19. Needs to settle themselves in. Miranda will get a kill. That'll help. 2 points away from a third set win to make it 2-1. Taylor Nelson back serving, Weatherwax back in to take over for Holman. Reyes off the block, Nelson digs it out. Dumlau setting Miranda. Back-to-back kills for Sophia Miranda. And Canyons has set point. Antelope Valley will take a timeout. We'll stick with it here. 24-19. Nelson will serve for set point, or the set here. 24-19. Floats in for Nelson. Dig from Dumlau, and Andrews plays it back over off the swing from Leline. Block at the net, point still alive. Another block at the net. Both teams hustling. Canyons will get a chance to swing for the set. Miranda, no. The double at the net though works. Maddie Andrews. Megan Moreno combining for it. And Canyons leads 2-1. We'll go to the fourth set here when we come back. Fourth set we go. Canyons with a 2-1 lead. Antelope Valley will serve to start things off here in the fourth set. Matisse sending it away. Canyons will set by Kowski, who has the finish. Tools through the block that time for Wykowski, and Dumlow back serving. The guard, a good dig. Wykowski taps it back across. Back-to-back kills for Wykowski. And what was really a scramble point that time for Canyons. So we're staying with Dumlow on the serve. High off the block, a kill for Moreno. With the kill that time for Antelope Valley through the block. 3-2. Herrera Quintero back serving for Antelope Valley now. Miranda high off the block. Net contact on Antelope Valley there. Matisse went into the net, trying to set that one. It was very tight to the net. That time again, a little poke over. Miranda that time, or Moreno, excuse me, that time. Poyer now into serve. Good dig from Colley that time. The Canyons couldn't keep the point alive. Just a dig from Cammie Colley. Booth was doing everything she could to just pop it back to the middle of the floor. And almost had a kill on her own side, essentially. Five to 4 in favor of Canyons here in the fourth set. Guzman back serving. Orbadell overpass that was a tough handle for Antelope Valley. Didn't matter though, Holman finishes it off. We're even at 5. Look at all the space on the near side of the floor here for Holman, who cuts it across the net nicely. 5-all, we stay with the Guzman serve. Guzman with another point. Even at 8-all here. Sorry, we were fighting with some technical difficulties. Maddie DeGard back into the game to serve. 9-8 Canyons. So we're even at 10-all here. Antelope Valley still serving. Matisse over. Poyer inside set. Nelson with a finish. Canyons with a 14-11 lead right now. Caitlin Nelson and Sophia Miranda in there on a double that time. 16-11 Canyons. The score. Moreno sends it across. That's a kill for Moreno. Canyons trying to finish this one off in 4 sets. Lead is up to 5, 17-12. Valley out of system that time. Canyons with a chance to try and get into one. Miranda will finish it off. Horwedel with a good running save that time, and then Miranda finishes it to the far portion of the court. 18-12 the score. Canyons floats it in. Reyes dug out by Dumlau. Miranda will bump it back across. Dumlau again, saving set. Now Dumlau will have a chance to operate the offense. Got it to Miranda, who softly touched it in. Bump set that time from Antelope Valley that Nelson able to clean up. Andrews plays it back across. What a rally point we've got going here. Finished off by Maddie Andrews with a stuff block at the net. Got some help from Megan Moreno. to 12. The sophomore Maddie Andrews having a block party today. Caitlin Nelson back serving. Where Quintero handles Matisse, tough set. Rolled in by Leolile. So 19-13. Lina Ramirez back serving. Moreno goes long cross court. Valley out of system. Colley with a good dig, and then Dumlau will get credit for a kill despite the best effort of Sarah Herrera-Quintero that time. Dumlau on 2. 20-14, Canyons 5 points away from closing this one out. That incorrectly, so we'll fix that up. 2-1, Canyons. Poyer too much pace on that one. Landed it inside the restricted area of the basketball floor. It's that half moon shape on the left side of the screen in yellow inside the painted area. Alyssa Guzman back to serve. 5-point Canyons advantage, 20-15. Miranda hustles to keep the play alive. Allman soft touch. Poyer inside to Andrews, no. Allman this time deep. Horvidel there. Booth blocks. Canyons takes a timeout. So we just got word Canyons will play Moore Park. See one of you on our live chat said that earlier, but PA just confirmed it. So double confirmation territory for me. To 16, Canyons leading. Antelope Valley trying to extend this an extra set. (21-16) now. That time from Antelope Valley. Doty back to serve. This point on mad scramble right from the start. Maddie Andrews finishes it. Started with a bad pass from Miranda and a scramble the rest of the way. Canyons was just able to get back into system enough for Maddie Andrews to finish. Here's Addie to guard in a 22-17 Canyons lead. Nelson blocked. Wykowski across. Holman straight up. Now Wykowski gives it a rip, dug out by Guzman. Long set for Holman. Point given to Antelope Valley. Which I think it should have been. Anyway, I don't know, I can't tell. They said it landed in. It looked like it landed out, but I thought it touched Caitlin Nelson at the net. There's Riley Booth long. 22-19, Antelope Valley trailing and serving here. And Clay Timmons will take his time out to try and make sure Canyons sets themselves properly here. Well, Valley arguing, I think, that the ball went off the antenna here. Certainly looked like it did. So Canyons here with set point. This one popped over the net. Canyons will swing for match here. Wykowski off speed into the tape. Morgan Holman serving 24-20. DeGard with a bad pass. Wykowski will play it across. Relay off the block. Canyons another match point. Moreno will rip it that time. And she'll finish it off. Canyons will take it 3-1. Megan Moreno with the finish. And the Cougars take it 25-21. In the third set, 3-1 over Antelope Valley. A final here. We hope to see you on Friday as we take on Moore Park here, College of the Canyons and Moore Park in WSC crossover action. Have a good rest of your night, everybody.